the governor-elect had been evasive. So he has not been able to serve him personally. But we have also...
He doesn't want to receive the service.
Yes, we have also filed an application for substituted service. We want to serve the governor-elect through his party. And so the application is before the tribunal, and it will be hard. Maybe.
So there are more, your contention for, because, you know, these things can be complex, although they're not really that complex. But what you are saying is that there were more votes than what Beavers accredited.
Let me even assist you.
Votes.
Let me go to section 51.
No. So that shouldn't be.
Yes, now
that shouldn't be.
Yes, section 51 sub 2 of the Electoral Act 2022 states that where the number of votes cast at an election in any polling unit exceeds the number of accredited voters in that polling unit, the presiding officer shall cancel the result of the election in that polling unit. And we have just told you that the only means of accreditation is Beavers. No other. You cannot use...
well, something else about a card reader, you were saying that
yes,
it's not Beavers
or card reader,
or card reader.
But in this election, the INEC had settled for Beavers. So there is no contention about it. So even on their own volition, INEC on its own volition should have cancelled election in those units because the Beavers accreditation is less than the number of votes cast in those units.
But as at the time INEC was collating its figures preparatory to making an announcement,
yes,
it probably was not yet aware of, I'm just speculating now,
no,
because you weren't, you were busy studying, and it is from studying that all of this has come out.
From their back end, they know, because when you do accreditation, it goes directly to INEC back end. Maybe because they are afraid of saying that election will be inconclusive or election will not be. They were just in a hurry to declare winners because they will know if they follow. Is it that somebody that was saddled with the responsibility of monitoring the actual number of accredited voters was not doing what he was, appointed to do, or that INEC just felt that let this election go, whoever that had issues should go to court. But the reality about what we have had that was given to us by INEC was that the Beavers accreditation did not agree with the votes cast in that election.
Okay. You've also said that it's not just this. This is very important, perhaps even the more important aspect of it, but I'm not sure which is more important between this or what the team has now come up with, which is that they want the governor-elect, his qualifications to contest that election in the first place.
Yes.
You want the system to look at that as well.
Yes.
So, and they have to address those two issues.
Yes, those are the two issues we brought before the courts. Challenging a governor's qualification will not be the first time, and the PDP had also been a beneficiary of such, so there shouldn't be any issue around it. The thing about challenge to election, our electoral system, is that law and emotion are not brothers. You can't be emotional about it. If you are not qualified, you are not qualified. That's nothing to do with emotion.
Okay.
Somebody called in and was asking questions whether they should, the Oyetola should ask himself one question or the other. The truth of the matter is that the law allows Governor Oyetola to go to court if he is not satisfied with the result.
That is fact.
And he has done so.
That is a fact.
So if I do not see any crime in anybody trying to also exercise his constitutional rights.
Mm-hmm. I beg your pardon. Ako has called in from Benue State. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Yes, having heard the discussion on television now, I will want to. Hello.
We can hear you.
Yes, having heard the discussion, I will want to tell my my friend on the television there that the good people of that very state have exercised their rights. They are tired of the government. Looking at the antecedents of this government presently, the people exhibited exactly what they want the state to be. They don't want the state to be governed by Oyetola. Looking at the problem Oyetola is even having is with the elders of the party in the state. So I will not tell him, look, bringing excuses that the governor of the elected governor has this on that on certificate issue should not come. The people have exercised their rights. They have chosen the person they wanted. So bringing this on that one should not come in. The man has contested with him. Look at what the result they brought in 2018. Look at the result. Look at the result, the last election they had before now. They have to go back and say the election is inconclusive.
Okay.
But looking at it, Adeleke won.
All right. Indeed. Thank you very much for calling in, Ako, from Benue State, because I wanted to also comment that what he is saying is indeed what you are also saying, and that you're contesting, that you want it to be clear that the will of the electorate was done, but
let me even just reply to Ako. Unfortunately, he lives in Benue. He does not live in Osun. He does not even know what operates in Osun. Unfortunately, having said so, or having said that, I do not know why people should, get infuriated by somebody who wants to challenge. If truly Oyetola Adeleke won, like he has said, then there shouldn't be any fuse with Oyetola challenging it. After all, if he truly wins, the court will decide, and it will be clear to all and sundry. I do not know why people who are outside the states wants to get more excited than those of us who are.
Well,
so
Nigerians,
that's the thing.
Football and politics. It doesn't matter where you come from.
He has a constitutional right to challenge it, and he has done so.
You said that.
Cannot now, because of that, now want to vilify him because he has challenged it.
No,
if there is nothing hidden, if you are sure of your win, you will not even bother yourself. Whoever that wants to go to court can go to court. But we have said, and nobody has faulted it, we have said that accreditation does not agree with the vote cast. And somebody will now tell me that, no, the people have expressed their... We are not saying people have not expressed, but we are saying to what extent has people expressed their wish, and if so, let it reflect that the votes churned out by INEC it's not reflective of what the actual people that voted in that election. It's as simple as that.
Exactly. So,
and I don't think it should cause any furore about it.
No,
there shouldn't be.
But you see, the point also on this program, all over the place, everybody's allowed to have their say. And what you are saying, what you are presenting, is that whole process is not all that it seems. And that is what the Election Petition Tribunal will bring to the fore if indeed your prayers are granted.
As simple as that. In fact, the drafter of the law knows that you can't have any perfect system. That's why the issue of Election Tribunal comes in. It is legal, it is constitutional, So if they know that you don't need to go to election petition, it wouldn't be there in the first place. So if it is